2, 1. Good. All right. Good evening, YouTube, and my lovely, lovely Discord and patrons. So, Graham, I'm going to pop it out for you. You like the full screen. So, we're going to pop it out for you over there. All right. Can everyone see me and hear me okay on Discord? And can everyone see me and hear me okay on YouTube? Are we all good to go? Yes? All right. Wonderful. You can see and hear. Fantastic. Watching on YouTube, you're good to go. Thank you so much, my wonderful and beautiful peeps. So for those of you who are watching on YouTube, hello, good evening. I hope you are doing well tonight. If you see this little chat going up at the top, you are chatting with me and my community live. If you would like to chat along live with me and my community next live, we do these Q&As twice a month. And if you would like to join us next time and type along and ask questions and comment and be a part of the fun, be a part of the community, then just go over to patreon.com/LXerotica and you can join us. Please mute your mic immediately. We are live. Oh, okay. That was my submissive. Everyone, say good evening to my submissive, who is going to get a little rosy ass later, apparently. So, what was that goodness? Looks like you excited the chat. Go ahead and click on YouTube Watch again. All right. So I want to say hello and welcome to all of my peeps who are here chatting along with me. I've got Aurelian and Binkster and Dr. K, fellow daydreamer John, my lover Mr. P, Mr. Growls, my kitten Ronan, shy little darling True Luna wasn't able to do it simultaneously. Okay, well, mute our mic, but that's beside the point. Hello, I'm just glad you're here. Wine ready. Wine ready. Speaking of, my lover and I are going on where we actually started a detox on Sunday. We were adding a little bit more meat into our diet than what we wanted and just kind of getting off track a little bit. So we have decided to do a detox starting at 30 days, but it's kind of like a jump start to like, getting our shit in order and more disciplined stuff. And so with that, we're cutting alcohol completely. We're cutting sugar completely, almost completely cutting meat. So we're totally detoxing. I'm super excited. All of that to say, we are now tea people, and I got this fabulous ceramic tea set. And so we're going to have some tea together this evening, everyone. I love that you got your wine. I've got some delicious lavender chamomile, lavender honey chamomile. I don't know, but this is my little teacup. Isn't it so cute? And the little coaster comes off, so if you want to steep it in here, you can. Although but isn't that fantastic? So, cheers, cheers. It's so cute. Yeah, we got the little thing, and it has an infuser in it that you can take in and out. Appreciate the tea life. Yes, yes, and we got a electric kettle. Miss Elle's kitten can attest to this. She says that everything we own looks like a spaceship. Is that what she said? Goddess is fancy. No, my boy is fancy. He bought this electric kettle. Like when I was like, babe, we need to replace one habit with a good habit, with a better habit. You can't, and by the way, that's just life hack right there. If you are wanting to clean up any part of your life, any bad habits, whatever, then you need to replace that habit that you've become so accustomed to with a new, healthier habit. You can't just leave that void and expect yourself to be successful. You have to replace it. And so when I told him that, yes, this is something that I was wanting to do, and he was like, yes, let's do it. He goes on Amazon. The first thing he looks at is like all of these fancy schmancy, ridiculous kettles, and so he's like, oh, this one changes colors and lights up and does all these different things, and it boils water in under 2 minutes, and it's awesome. So in the UK's America seems to find kettles as odd from previous. Yes, no one has a kettle as standard. No one. I love how all of you from on the other side of the pond there are just like, yes. We're not into the tea thing unless it's like trained into us, right? So yeah, it's not a thing. It's not a thing here in America. I didn't even know electric kettles were a thing. Don't tell me you microwave your tea. You microwave, like, typically Americans will just like get a mug of water, microwave it till it boils, and then put a tea bag in it. Patreon.com/AlexErotica if you would like to be a part of this riveting chat next time. Yes, that's typically what unsubscribe. That's not what we did. Don't get your panties in a wad. Or we put a kettle on the stove. Oh my god, I know people who do this. Kettles for you and kettles for you and kettles for you too. Kettles for everyone. So, right. So, I was like, we need a whistling, because I like the whistling tea kettle. And my guy was like, what are you, 100 years old? We need an electric kettle that boils in 30 seconds flat. Go! You always had a tea kettle growing up? Love it. I almost got this really beautiful, like, Japanese tea set, and I still might, because I love, like, all of the different stages of the tea ceremony. I think it's so beautiful. You know someone who put a kettle on the cooker and it melted. It was electric and plastic. Yeah, right? Don't trust untrained Americans to make your tea. It would be burned as a witch. And what do we do with witches? All right, you love cats as long as they are friendly. Where did the cats come into this conversation? Just hot chocolate and things like that, electric and plastic. You love your whistling kettle. You enjoy the whole ritual of making tea, right? Wish you liked tea. Well, you can like tea. You can expand your palate. You survive off of coffee. And red rose tea, Newfie tea. Is that a Canadian thing? I don't think I've heard Newfie tea. Water instead of water. Look at Dr. K, just keeping it real for all of us. Well, YouTube, aren't you glad you joined tonight with this riveting conversation? We're gonna just leave these poor YouTube audience just. They're all going to make tea and coffee now. Everyone on YouTube, go make tea and coffee while we get to our questions tonight. Let's have a tea party. All right? So let's get back to the spanky. Well, we kind of have a theme going on tonight. Yes, tea party. Everyone go make some tea, and we'll have a tea party together, a kinky tea party together. How's that? By the way, hello, Goddess Athena, who joined us. And I believe I saw Sweet Tea, but then she ducked out. But I'm so glad you're here. Goddess Athena, if you would like to type along, say hi, ask questions, comment along. We are typing in the YouTube chat channel. Can you put your wine in a teacup? 100%. Do it. Do it. All right. John, was that for me? Thank you so much, my dear. Goddess Athena's got her wine. Is there another way to drink it? I think you can drink. That's just wash tea. Straight from the bottle is wonderful. You know what's great about my my glasses that you all love so much? I don't have to. They don't get foggy. Yes, this is totally prop glasses, everyone. They just like it when I go into teacher mode for them. Okay, so now we're kombucha. So we started on tea. Now we're kombucha. Okay, Goddess's secrets, right? Victoria has her secrets. So do I. And on that note, let's jump into our questions today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I think the theme of the questions, because I've got a lot of really great questions coming this week on YouTube. Like, you YouTubers. I mean, not YouTubers in the sense of like content creators, but my wonderful YouTube audience. There we go. Talk about clarity in your communication. My wonderful and fabulous YouTube audience, you've been blowing it up with some amazing questions this week. So that is what we're going to talk about today. But before we do that, our very first question comes in from one of my patrons who actually, see, here's the thing. You sent me this message and I saw it and I told you I would reply today, but because I didn't reply directly to your email, this patron went ahead and ditched out, deleted their pledge in record time, got their panties in a wad. You know what? If you're watching, I'm still going to answer your question because that's how fucking awesome I am. All right? So you can be a petty little so-and-so, and I'm still going to be amazing and help you out. All right? So, here's the thing. Don't be afraid to call out bullshit. Okay? Don't be afraid to call out bullshit. And that was bullshit. It was petty. It was selfish. It was entitled. It was demanding. It was pushy. And it was completely unnecessary. But that's beside the point. All of that to say, all of you, call it out. Don't be afraid to speak the truth, to call it out. Okay? So, with that being said, my former patron, why don't you go ahead and undo your panties? I know they're a little wadded up. They might be, constricting some things right now. Get them all nice and settled, okay? And listen up. Because the question that came in was, what do you suggest for someone who has rebelled physically, mentally, against all authoritarian people in their life, yet seeks to submit to his mistress, but struggles due to overthinking and preparing for the worst, since abuse and torture were the norm for over 10 years and any feelings of vulnerability triggered the fight or flight response? Okay. Well, let me start out by saying, number one, when you say abuse and torture were the norm for 10 years, was that with this dom that you're with? And if so, get the fuck out and do it yesterday. Okay? So I'm assuming that they're two separate instances. That's what I'm getting. I'm not thinking that he's with the abusive person. That's a massive one. Yikes. So that's how I'm reading it. Anyone else interpreting it that way? That was a former situation, a different partner, and now he's with a current dominant, not the abuser. That's what I'm reading. Are we all getting that too? Former, I'd hope so. Understand what they're asking for. They basically want to know how to submit when any feelings of vulnerability trigger the fight or flight response. Right, he's projecting onto his dom. Okay, so Goddess Athena just jumping right into it. She is just leading the attack tonight. So yes, we have this person here who very clearly is operating out of a trauma response. So they want to know how to submit, or is the dom triggering him? Well, great point, Dr. K. So the thing is, none of that at this point to me is relevant in terms of the first step. The first thing is we have to make sure that we are operating in a sound mind. Okay? Safe, sane, sensual. Now, if you as a submissive have so much trauma where you are incapable of submitting, you're incapable of trusting, you're incapable of being vulnerable, no matter how much trust your dominant builds, no no matter how much safety your dominant builds, you are not actually in a sane frame of mind. You are actually living in a disassociated state, in a trauma response. Okay? So yes, in that case, it could very much be where this is a projection, where we had these things and we have these trauma responses and we're so quick to be triggered and so easily triggered in our trauma that we're shutting down and we cannot submit to our new dominant, which is unfair to the new dominant if the new dominant is safe, is healthy, and has taken the time to build safety and trust. Now, but to Dr. K's point on the possible inverse is the fact that there are some things going on in this dynamic that is unnecessarily triggering some trauma responses. In which case, I feel like is a relatively easy fix. The dominant and the submissive need to talk. You as the submissive need to, despite that fear of vulnerability, here's the thing. Let's cut out the bullshit. You as the submissive want, this is what you said. You seek to submit to your mistress, okay? You are struggling. You're seeking to submit. That's your heart. That's your desire, but you're struggling. My thing is, you're struggling because you're afraid. You're struggling because you are afraid of what will happen if you're vulnerable. Because in the past, when you were vulnerable, you were hurt, you were abused. All kinds of bad things happen. So you need to get to the point where if you call yourself a submissive to this mistress that you seek to serve, you have to be willing, ready, and able to do so. And if you're not capable of doing so, if no matter how much she invests in you, no matter how much safety she builds, no matter how much trust she builds, she earns, you still fight, push back, and it has nothing to do with her, then be kind to her and leave the dynamic. If you call yourself a submissive and you wish to submit, but you are incapable of doing so, if you're incapable of doing so, then you have to have enough compassion on yourself and on your mistress. Say, this is unfair to both of us. And I'm going to take some time away to go through therapy, to go through trauma treatment. And when I can present to you submission, authentic submission, not just my trauma responses and fear, then we can try this again. That would be my advice to you. Because if it was consistent 10 years of what this person is labeling abuse and torture, that is a very strong word. And if this was chronic for 10 years, you need healing. This was, and I don't know if you just got out last month, last week, last year, you got out 10 years ago. I don't know where you are on the separation and on your healing process, but if you are still, if feelings of vulnerability, here's the thing, not just vulnerability. Catch that? He didn't say, when I'm vulnerable, it triggers fight or flight responses. He said any feelings of vulnerability. Literally in his head, when he starts going, ooh, I should probably be vulnerable and communicate this, that feeling makes him fight or flight. So that to me is a submissive that cannot submit. You're not capable, you're not ready, you're not healed enough. And you will run into that. Submissives who want to submit, who want to serve you, but they are not healthy enough to do so. They're not healthy enough mentally, they're not healthy enough emotionally, and they will drain you, dominance. So just like Shai is saying, you can't expect someone else to heal you. And that would be my the same comment, the same sentiment I would communicate here is you need, this if you ask me this question, you need to go and heal. And the fact that, because here's the thing, I either didn't respond to you quick enough and it triggered, oh my gosh, she's now rejecting me. I was vulnerable with my question and she's now rejecting me, and you shut down with me, boy. Did you catch that? That's why you left. Let's just call it duck a duck. That's why you left. You were vulnerable with me. And you shared this question, and it was really vulnerable, and I applaud you for that. And I was really proud of you for that. But because I didn't cater to your anxious, preoccupied timeline, because I have a million other priorities that are higher up than typing back a specific reply to you when I already told you that this Wednesday I would reply to you in detail. Even that you perceived as rejection. That's why you left. All right? So this is such a chronic thing that you're not just engaging like this with your dominant. You're engaging in this so chronically, it's become a subconscious just reaction. I bet you do the same thing if someone looks at you wrong on the street. It makes you spiral. So you need healing, my friend. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with going to therapy. There's nothing wrong with going through trauma treatment. There is absolutely no shame in that. Absolutely no shame in that. You need to do yourself a service. Love yourself enough to get healing. And love this mistress enough to go get healing. And then come back and offer to serve her when you are not constantly triggered with that fight or flight response. All right? Good observation. I mean, you see what I'm saying, right? Come on. Hello, ended up having to work late today. Oh, Finna, my dear. Well, I'm just glad that you're here. I always love seeing you. Wise beyond your years, you are so sweet. So, that is our first piece of advice. And I feel like this goes without saying, but if it doesn't, Sells Kitten, please notify me at about the 10-15 minute mark. Therapy helps, not the same thing for me, but it really helps. All right, so next question. This came in from YouTube in response to my Red Flags of Fake Doms video, and it was not a question. I'll just tell you that right now. This was not a question. This was a comment. Oh, that so got my mama bear claws just out and ready to go that I had to share it with you guys because this is not the only one. I feel therapy can be very power dynamic and balanced sometimes with a bad therapist. Okay, here's the thing, truly Luna, anything can be very power dynamic and balanced sometimes if you have an unskilled or unhealthy person. Okay, it's not a knock on therapy. It's a knock on the person. It's a knock on the contact. It's a knock on people that are trying to engage. Okay, but for you to say, any therapist, personal things, you know anything about them? Yeah. So, truly Luna, if you're going into it like that, honey, ooh, honey, I would recommend that you sit with that and you dig into that because I hear you, but this is a professional who's on your side, who has promised confidentiality, that hopefully you have vetted enough before you go see them that you feel relatively comfortable and confident in their reputation. Okay? You're not a victim when you go see a therapist. You're an empowered human being who chose that therapist to help you. And if you are incapable of being vulnerable enough and trusting a professional that you vetted, and you consider that a power imbalance, ooh, no. That is the wrong mentality, my friend. And that to me tells me that you have been really manipulated and hurt and mind fucked. There's been some manipulation and some trust dinged where you were vulnerable and you shared and it was used against you. And I hear that and I understand that. But yeah, you go to a teacher to teach you something they know a lot about and you know a little bit about. Yeah, absolutely. We have to trust. We have to trust that this person can help us get where we need to go. But if we're so scared, so triggered, and so full of ego that we're like, oh, whatever. I have to be vulnerable with you and tell you all my shit, but you're not vulnerable with me. That's a defense mechanism, honey. That is the defense mechanism. I went through 3 different therapists where I could find one I trusted and open up to. Absolutely. You have to do your research. You have to vet properly. And always, as in anything, take recommendations from other people in your life. Right? We shouldn't so stigmatize therapy or mental health issues. We can't talk about them. If you're stressed, if you're anxious, if you're overwhelmed, you need to go talk to someone to help you process some shit. There's nothing wrong with that. Fucking do it. So I think a huge part of it is we need to open the lines of communication with the people that we love and that we trust so that we can build these networks of people that we can refer each other to. There's safety in that. There's accountability in that. And I think if we operated like that in all industries, there would be more accountability, more transparency. I know, but you hate being vulnerable to random people, even if they are professional. I know. That's what I'm saying. There is something that made you feel that way. There is something that made you feel that way. And that's what I'm saying. Dig into that. Because what you call hate being vulnerable is really a fear. I'm afraid of you. Why? Why are you to random people? Absolutely. Do not be vulnerable to random people. No one deserves your vulnerability. No random person deserves your communication, your vulnerability, your trust. No. But again, it's like if you know that you have something that you need to work through, then you go talk to someone that you believe can help you do that. Someone that you believe can help you do that. It took Goddess being vulnerable with us before I felt at home here. And that's the thing. If vulnerability has not been modeled to us in a safe and healthy way, and our vulnerability has been weaponized against us, then yeah, oh my goodness, we will look at anyone with more information than we do as a threat, as a security threat. Trust me, honey, I lived my life where you are. I lived a lot of years of my life where you are because of that very thing. And so I had to relearn how to be vulnerable in a healthy way that still allowed me to be independent and autonomous. I mean, I'm an Enneagram 8. No one controls me. No one tells me what to do. But vulnerability is still very important. Vulnerability does not mean that you're now being controlled by someone. But when we've been hurt, manipulated, we've been abused in the past, this hasn't been modeled to us appropriately, then that's often how we can get the message. Although it's false. Truly, Luna, thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here. I love this. I know I say this every time. I have the best community ever. Best community ever. All right. So, did I ever get to my non-question point? Or did we get derailed? Okay. Still want to hear it? All right. So let me pour a little bit more tea. I don't like, I like my tea at a very particular temperature between, like, I don't want it to, like, burn the taste buds off of my tongue. I want it slightly cooler than that. But it's like if it stops steaming completely, I don't like that either. I like really hot tea. I like my tea like I like my showers. Should be hot and a little, well, not with tea, with showers. Good for the skin. All right, here we go. Here's the non-question. Here's the comment that came in. By the way, Patrick, hello. I'm so glad you're here. All right, here we go. Sexy pink. Well, it's for the wardrobe that I have picked out for Sunday's 2-part video series that starts this Sunday. Woo! Sorry, you were driving. Yeah, no texting and driving. That's right. So, yes, this Sunday I'm starting a 2-part series here on YouTube. That's going to be awesome, and I'm going to wear my big floofy pink goddess gown with all the fur. And you guys, I'm so excited about this series. It's going to blow some minds. It's going to change some lives. It's going to help you out. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm super excited. Her mama gets her claws out when texts and drives. That's right. That's right. That's right. Basically, you guys want a little sneak peek? You guys want a little taste of what I have in store for you on YouTube these next couple weeks? Just because Shai said yes, please, and I can hear it in her voice. I can hear it in her sweet little voice. Sends statistics get Prime delivery. Okay. So a little taste, a little sneak peek of this 2-part series that starts this Sunday on YouTube. So make sure that you are subscribed and turn your notifications on. Is how would you like if I gave you a step-by-step replicatable system to determine your kinky personality, your BDSM role, and your DS compatibility? Anyone? Here's my back. Go ahead, pat, pat, pat. Take my money. And you can send all tips to PayPal/PayMe/LX Erotica. And I can also share my wish list with you on the Goddess channel. It's probably pinned there anyway. If you really want to say thank you, buy me pretty things. But yes, that is starting this Sunday. And for you patrons, you're going to have printables ready to go. So you can literally, like, step by step. Okay, and then we take what we did in number 1 and we plug it into number 2. We plug number 2 into number 3. We do all this little cool formula math. It's your shirt. Oh, well played, Dr. K. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So patrons, you get all the printables and the worksheets and the bonus content for you to actually use in your dynamic. But yes, those of you who are watching on YouTube, starting this Sunday, we got a 2-part series. So again, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and if you want all the worksheets and downloads that I have in my vast and ever-growing library of BDSM resources, go to patreon.com/LXerotica. Now, let's get into our non-question. For the 5th time, fifth attempt. Hey, I see a butterfly raven up in the house. Hello, hello, my beautiful friend. All right, so here we go. This came in as a comment to the Red Flags of Fake Doms video. So many people this time. I know, welcome, Mr. B. John just wants points with me. Saying hi to my boy. Hi to my man. He's the man that has made all of this possible. If it wasn't for Mr. B, I would not be sitting here talking to you right now. And John was the only one that gave him some love. For shame, for shame, for shame. He gives up his Wednesday evenings with me to give to you. He is an amazing man. He is an amazing man. Hello, everyone. Oh, he's here and he's listening. Good. You see, they love you. Brad knows I rate him as a rock star. Mr. B is a rock star. And you know what? We're going to prove it to you next time that Mr. B is a rock star. Because have any of you ever heard I intimidated Mr. B? He is Superman. No, he's not Superman. He's Iron Man. He's my Tony Stark, baby. Anyway, he is a rock star. We're going to prove it to you next time. Because, have you ever heard of Beat Saber on the Oculus, on the VR headset? Anyone heard of Beat Saber? Yes? Nope. Well, essentially, it's like, what was that guitar game, Guitar Hero, where you, like, played This Is Happening? Oh, he wants to come on the stream and show off his Beat Saber skills. He is amazing. He is truly a rock star. So yes, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen shortly. We can get it all set up. See how excited they are, baby? That was a joke. Now you bust their bubble. I just got them all hyped up, and in my live, that's when you decide to break the news that it was a joke? Do you see? Everyone's so sad now. Oh, maybe I'll do it. Keep going, you guys. See? Keep it up. Keep it up. We're breaking him down. See, he's such a good soft dom. All I have to do is like, you sure about that? And then he is a ninja. Please, Mr. B, please. Ninja Jedi. Look at all of this. They're on their knees begging and pleading. How can he say no to your beautiful face? Very easy. Very easy. He is a great soft dom, but he is a dom. And if he does not want to be messed with, it doesn't matter if I pounce on him. It does not matter. He'll just look at me and be like, yeah. And that's when I have to hack his Twitter, which I did not do. Ever. He left it open. You're a witness. You need to shut your face. He left his Twitter open, and we have access to each other's phones. It's not hacking, it's taking my phone. Thank you, baby. See? See how good he is to me? We have access to each other's phones. As he doesn't have FetLife, and neither do I. So that's the thing. We have access to each other's phones, and as for you couples, if there's nothing to hide, there's nothing to hide. He can get on my phone, my device, my computer anytime he wants. He can get on any account he wants, anytime he wants. Because there's nothing to hide. Same thing with him. His phone is out. I don't feel bad about taking it. That's how Mr. and I are, and that's how it should be. I mean, we've been together for like 3 years or so now. It's like, if we can't trust each other to that level after 3 years, are you kidding? So yeah, he has access to everything. He gets to see whatever he wants, more than one way. And same thing with me. No secrets. No secrets. Secrets are no fun. Secrets are for 20-minute warning. Oh my god. Okay. Chat. We will discuss it. I'm picking up dinner. You are the sexiest man ever. I'll put on something extra X. Everyone. Okay, so here we go. The non-question. Back on track. See what he does to me? Okay. Anyway. This came in from Red Flags of Fake Dominance. I need the fan on it. Okay. Anyway. So, Red Flags of Fake Dominance. The comment was, thank you for this video. You are very welcome. I wish I had found this a couple months ago, but he, my dom, told me not to research. I wasn't allowed to learn on my own because he said I wouldn't need him then. Do you see in the chat? I don't even need to say anything. Do you see? I know. What a snorkel. That's a solid no. Exactly. Cringe. That's big bad. I know. So that's the thing. If you YouTube viewers are not getting the message from all of these people blowing it up, if you ever subtypes have a dom that won't allow you to research on your own, run. You do a little leg stretch, you do a little hamstring stretch, you get your shit and you run. Okay? Beat him with a stick until he understands how wrong he is. Pack your bags. Leave. Hopefully you don't have bags to pack up, child. Hopefully it did not get that far. But yes, run. Subtypes. If a dom ever says that you are not allowed to research on your own, that you are not allowed to learn on your own, big red flag. Move planets. That one too. That one works. Also, let me just throw this one out there. That last line, because he said I wouldn't need him. Okay, here's the thing. I don't know who I'm talking to, but someone needs to hear this. Dominants and submissives alike. You do not want submissive. You do not want to need. Hear me out, subtypes. Hear me out. You do not want to need your dominant. Dominance. You do not want your submissive to need you. Okay? Now, I say that because you can want them. You can crave them. You can be better with them. Things can be more functional and more efficient and everything with them. But yes, as John is saying, that I am incomplete without you, that I cannot function without you, that I need you to manage my emotions, that I need you to manage my time, that I need you to manage every decision, and I can't make decisions anymore without you. No. Do you know how fucking annoying it is as a dominant to just have a submissive that does not have the capacity to manage themselves? You can't do anything. Dominance, you cannot do a damn thing with your time. If you have a submissive that you're constantly trying to fix, to help, to build up, if they cannot function without you, you are their source of functionality. That is codependent. That is not DS. Dominance and submission is a power exchange. Okay? Dominance, you invest in a submissive. Submissives, you invest in a dominant. Okay? Dom should help their subs grow, not keep them down. Yes. And part of growth dominance is demanding that your submissive be able to have a little bit of autonomy. Not that they are disconnected from you. Not that they don't respect you. Not that they don't follow through with their rituals or with any protocols that you've set or anything like that. But they're not constantly, chronically dependent on you where they cannot function without you. That is codependency. You want them to have a little bit of autonomy. The dominance, if you need a time away, if you get sick, whatever. They won't just shrivel up and die without you. That's not leadership. Leadership is making the people under you be better, feel better, be empowered. Now, you're not going to ever empower your submissive to the point where they go above you. No. But we do want them to have some autonomy where they're dependent on their own abilities too. So yes. Don't look for the need. So grateful for your soft thumb. Oh, I love that. I love that. Gratitude is wonderful. Gratitude to me, for me as a dominant, oh, it's just everything. Mama always makes me feel very capable. And that is a good thing because here's the thing. Dominant, sometimes your submissives won't feel capable. They will feel very weak. They will feel very tired. They will feel very overwhelmed. And that is your opportunity to be dominant and lead well and to show them, no, got this. Come on. I'm not going to let you spiral. Come on. You can do this. And you pull them out and you pull them up. Okay? They're climbing, but you've got a rope and you're helping them. Okay? They're doing the work. You're helping them. You're assisting. You're empowering them. You're lifting them up. Mr. is one of your safe spaces. He helps you. That's beautiful. And that's what we should be, dominant. We should be a safe space. First and foremost. You want more kink? You want crazy, wild fucking sex? Safe. Safe. Be a safe place for your submissive. Okay? I feel like I say it every other time we're together, or maybe every time we're together, but safety. Safety, trust, vulnerability, then intimacy. Intimacy into me. You see, you can fully express yourself without worry, without fear. You can feel, you can be in the moment. All of that, that's intimacy. Safety, trust, vulnerability always precedes it. Definitely every time. Yes, I just stuck my tongue out at one of my patrons. It's fine. All right, next question, because I am like dead on time. Keep telling them until they hear you. That's the plan. That's the plan. Safe, sane, and consensual. At least I don't annoy Shy. Love you, John. All right, so here we go. YouTube question is, this is a theme tonight. This is the theme tonight. Beta. Fucking, not betas. Abusers. Abusers can be both beta and think they're alpha, but really beta. Anyway, here we go. My long-term and long-distance partner recently confessed to me that he allowed a woman to dominate him without my consent. Risk-aware consensual kink. Yes, yes, yes. He and I are both switches, and he has never fully submitted to me. Oh, but he did with... Okay. One stipulation and boundary we agreed upon was I would dominate him before any other woman would. Not only did he confess to this, but then days later he slips up that he has also dominated her. Right now, I feel disgusting. Honey, it is not just you. You aren't the disgusting one in this situation. All right? Right now, I feel disgusting. I know my first mistake was keeping in contact with him after he confesses to being a beta bitch and submitting to someone I don't even know. Wait, I know, because we're all saying this, but wait, it's not that simple. Because this poor little baby girl is saying this to me next. I know my first mistake was keeping in contact with him after he confesses to being a beta bitch and submitting to someone I don't know. But then I think, am I the asshole? Was I just assuming he would submit to me even though he agreed to the boundary? I feel like I've been in an abusive nightmare for years, and I am just now waking up from it. I'm very confused, hurt, lost. I know, everyone. I know. You're not the asshole. For you, sweet thing who asked me this question, just look at my chat. Everyone is saying, what? You are not the asshole. Hell no. What? Oh, really? How is that her fault? What the fuck? That is his voice in your head, not yours. Wow. Okay. So my chat is saying the same thing. He's a piece of shit. Kick him to the curb. You are not the asshole. And I agree with what they are all saying. If the agreement was made, he should stick to it. He cheated, not her. He's a dumbass. Bin him. That's gaslighting again. This is the night of the gaslighters. Yes. I'm gonna sit back and sip my tea and let my whole chat just deal with this. It's wonderful. I get a little break right now. So awful. Night of the gaslighters in time for October. Mr. and Mrs. Knox, hello. I'm so glad you're here. Relationship needs to be there before anything else. Looks like a bad relationship. Why are you allowing yourself to feel guilty? For what? Yes, he sounds like a shitbag. Yes, his decision to break your trust is his poor values, not yours. Yes. I love this. So awful and mental traumatic. That is toxic, especially with the red flags. Yes, keep it coming. Keep it coming. Agree. I'm going to keep drinking my tea. This is fantastic. And my lover is back with food. I just heard the door. Focus. Okay. Find a new one that'll treat you right. Insert Elsa. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Yes. Shit like this is why it's hard to form trust. Yes. Yes. What's for dinner? Cheating is still cheating, kinky or not. He consented to your boundaries. Should have communicated if he didn't like it. Taser him in the family furniture and move on. Y'all made an agreement and he broke it. I can sing, damn. 10-minute warning. Oh no, should we just sing for the rest of the time? Come on, baby, don't we paint the town? Just all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees, roll my stockings down. All right. Yes! I knew she would sing along with me. I knew it. I knew it. To defying gravity. Chicago. Yes. Well done. Good riddance. You are better with him. Night. Everyone, sing along. We need a little light to break up all these beta bullshit abuser people. Good riddance. You are better without him. Move on and move up. Find someone better. You are worth it and deserve it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm not trying to minimize this question. Sweet girl who asked me this, you are not the asshole. Okay. Some guys just can't hold their arse. Well played. I'll take it. So don't poison him. That's not what we are saying. Oh my gosh, that was just like the worst timing ever. What we're trying to say here is, please don't. What have we done to this poor child? Okay, so don't do anything like that, but you do need to get out. You are not the asshole, okay? You are being made to feel like the asshole because, like you said, you've been in an abusive nightmare for years. And I hope this is your wake-up call. When you said that you're just now waking up from it, I hope this is your wake-up call. And I hope you do wake up. This is abusive. The fact that you feel like it's your responsibility, you're the asshole, you're the one, the guilty party here. No, that tells me there's been chronic levels of manipulation, of gaslighting, of projection, of minimization, all these toxic things that you want no part of. Okay? Don't do anything illegal. Okay, a big dose of laxative. Oh God. Totally unrelated. Do you know pigs eat bones? Love it. Thank you so much, Fina, for coming into the rescue. Eye drops work too. Okay, well, clearly my chat is going off on their own. I have zero control of what's taking place at this point. Lack of communication and understanding of rules and boundaries. Well, I don't feel like it was lacking communication, and I don't feel like there was lacking understanding of rules and boundaries. So please reach out to anyone in this community. Everyone here is very understanding. Yes, thank you, Raylene. Yes, and that's the thing. If any of you who are watching this on YouTube, you're in a situation that you're not sure is healthy, or you're not feeling secure, you need a community of safety that you can trust, come join us. Go over to patreon.com/LXerotica and come join us. There's a Discord link. Look, it's right there, right there. Patreon.com/LXerotica. Go over and join us. There is a Discord link. And I vet it personally. I vet everyone personally. Every single person who comes in, I know who they are, and I approve them. This is a safe community. And if you need a safe community where you can express yourself as a kingster, as part of the BDSM lifestyle, where you will not be preyed upon, you will not be intimidated, you will not be harassed, you will not be abused, I will kick people out. I do not care about losing money. I do not care if I lose a patron pledge because I have to kick someone out for being inappropriate. There will be safety here. There will be safety here at all times. And I am willing to take the cost of that if it comes down to that. That is how important keeping this community safe is. So if you need a safe place, come join my Discord. All right? Goddess tolerates zero BS. I tolerate zero BS not because I'm heartless, but because I have such a big heart, truly. Because I care so deeply about healthy connections, keeping everyone in my precious community so safe. Yeah, you better fucking believe I'm not going to tolerate any predatory behavior or bullshit. Absolutely. All right. A number of folks have been removed for the better. And the thing is, my chat starts feeling it. Like, my whole Discord starts feeling uncomfortable. And I sense it. And oftentimes, no one can really put their finger on it. But it's because some energetic influence has come into the mixture that's become very toxic, very predatory, very manipulative. And I can sense it as a leader, where my people are like feeling weird. Then it makes me feel weird. And I'm like, nope, we're going to get to the bottom of this. We're going to solve this because this is going to be a place of peace, a place of joy, a place of rest. And this is not going to be a place where you come in and look for easy prey. There will be no predators here. So, all of that to say, that is what you will find. We're very safe, silly, open-minded, wonderful, welcoming here. And if you, sweet girl, ask me this question, you feel alone, you feel like I'm waking up from an abusive nightmare, come join us. Absolutely. I know, but that's the thing, fellow daydreamer. A lot of people now think about it. Think about the possible adult entertainment avenues that we have that might be contributing to that mentality that if you pay enough, you can be shitty. Oh. Hello. I didn't say it. T-Rex Strip Club! Yes! That's the thing. And ladies, you think camming is female empowerment? No, you are reinforcing to beta men and incels who cannot get a woman on their own. Oh, we're going here. Ladies, you are not empowering yourselves. You are telling these boys, you are reinforcing to these boys that, yeah, you can treat me like a piece of shit as long as you pay me enough. Because my value, my identity, my worth has a price tag on it. That is what you are teaching and training men, ladies. And then you wonder why they objectify you and treat you like shit. You are literally training them to do it. Okay. Woo! Okay. We can just go ahead and take a moment and drink some tea. Okay. Okay. I'm just saying, ladies, what are you doing to yourselves? It's just ridiculous. Stop training men the wrong thing. Train them correctly. Hi, honey. Oh, he's coming in here close. He's like, I'm just trying to have dinner, watch some TV, and my woman in there is going off. He knew what he got when he got me, okay? It's fine. He's still smiling at me. Anyway, we got to stop training men to act the wrong way. And that's exactly what you're doing. With all the respect, sometimes a member on here may accidentally do something they didn't know cross the line. Will they receive a warning? Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. They will. Truly, Luna. That's the thing. I know we have people from all different backgrounds, cultures, communication, everything. And I love that about this. It is an international community, very diverse. And what I demand is respect. Just respect for everyone here. Okay? You don't have to agree with everyone. If you get into a debate with someone, okay, that's fine. You can talk it out. You can have differing opinions. But you will treat everyone with dignity and respect. Because everyone is valuable. Everyone is a unique human being who deserves respect. So I demand humility here. I demand respect. Absolutely. So I will tell you, as my act of love and grace and respect for my community members, and understanding that we come from a wide array of backgrounds and cultures and perspectives, yes, absolutely. I will absolutely have a conversation with you personally. Not you, truly, Luna, but I'm gonna talk to you directly and be like, hey, just FYI, bringing it to your attention. Because my thing is that I'm sure we've discussed this on a previous live before, but my 3-strike rule is once is ignorance. You don't know what you don't know. I will give grace for that. Twice, mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. Okay? So yeah, you didn't know. Now you did, but ooh, he accidentally made a mistake. Overstep. Okay, I'll give grace there. The third time you do the same thing, that's when it becomes a pattern. That's when my grace starts running out. Because then at that point, it starts becoming oftentimes a manipulation on me. And I'm not going to allow that to happen. I lived with a sociopathic narcissist for almost 8 years. I have a fucking PhD in manipulation. Okay? I can see it coming from a mile away, and I will shut it the fuck down. So that's the thing. To me, that's the same strategy I use with anyone here in the community. If I have to come to you 3 times about something, you're on thin ice. But yes, before that point, absolutely. If you just accidentally crossed a line, then I will absolutely give you the chance to learn and be like, oh, okay, there's the line. Now I understand. And no harm done. No harm done. But I think we're too quick to make these harsh judgments on people and their motivations for doing such things. And I think it takes a lot of humility and true power to sit with something and evaluate it and not just instantly get offended by it. You know what I'm saying? So, can we do one more question? I know I went over time, but we ranted and raved for a while today. Want to do one more question? One more. Oh, see, my tea is cold. Let's see if I have any more warm tea in my little kettle here. And she tolerates you. There's nothing to tolerate. You are a joy. I love you so much, butterfly. 20 more. 20 more minutes. I did not say 20 more minutes. I said one more question. What is this? Who dropped the 20? 20 more. One more. John. I said one more. A girl turns around for one moment to pour herself a cup of tea. John goes and hides. Make it a teachable moment. Ronan, would I have it any other way? 20 more questions, please. I only have 12 printed out front and back. John has created chaos. All right, so here we go. Last question, last one question. That's not going to take 20 minutes to get to. Yes, we love John. If you want to talk to John yourself, go over to patreon.com/AlexSoroka. See how smooth that was? So quick, so smooth. Okay, here we go. Last question. Again from YouTube. So, I saw a race play video, really liked it, did a Google search. I found FetLife, made an account, a Dom found me. I gave up much information regarding what I wanted, liked, and respond to. And she immediately wanted me to delete the account and take me to a BDSM dungeon. I don't know. Move planets with the other two. Another scary one. I know. I'm repeating what is on here, okay? Did Google search, found FetLife, okay. She immediately wanted me to delete the account and take me to a BDSM dungeon. I don't know. I just thought that we should have met first somewhere just to, like, look at one another, that stuff. I haven't responded to her since she suggested I delete the account and we go straight to the dungeon. I asked absolutely no vetting questions and gave far too much on what I wanted. It didn't feel as if it was going the right way. Any suggestions? Okay, so my chat is giving you suggestions. Red flag, run, move planets with the other two, no vetting, no meeting. You know that little voice that tells you not to do that thing? Listen to that voice. Don't meet at all. Red flag, block, big red flag, fire extinguisher, run straight to goddess, she'll sort you out, delete, I don't get told them too much about what I want. You kidding me? Run and hide. Okay, so the general consensus is run, hide, block, delete, move planet. Okay? We're all basically saying the same thing. A lot of red flags here. A lot of red flags. Run. I think by asking, you already have an idea of what you ought to do. John. Yes. Absolutely. So, to that point, to mirror what my chat is saying right now. Yeah. That is not, delete, blog, be careful on FetLife. A lot of people think they know they're talking about on there. I know, that's why I do not have a FetLife. If you would like a kinky community, do I have to go through this fucking spiel again? Delete your fucking FetLife and join my Discord. Okay. Is that good? We get it? Are we getting it through to them? Delete your fucking FetLife, where there are all kinds of easy, scary predators like this Dom, and come and join my Discord, where there are no easy, scary predators. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. It scares me how prominent these huge red flag situations are. Well, what's more alarming is that until I started doing this, like, that's what I'm getting in these comments. Like, oh my God, I'm so glad I found you. You're the first one to say this. You're the first person to tell me this. You're the first. It's like, children, would you shut your faces? I'm going to beat all of you. Every single one of you. Just line you up in a line and it's just beatings down the line. Please. Of course. Then Ronan, you don't get a beat. Ronan, you get to hold my weaponry. That's what you get to do. Worth it? Worth it. Fina, I might gag you too. Being a little mouthy right now, child. Ronan, if you want a beating, say nothing. More spankies! Not my thing, but if you have a spare 5 minutes. Oh, so happy you came here for this day one, Willow and Willow's lover. I'm so glad that you were here, that you figured it out. It can be a little tricky, trust me. Discord was tricky to me when I first got started. So, Willow, I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that we got you connected. Heard. See? Look at what a good girl Fina is. And that's what makes a great dominant. Fina knows what it's like on the bottom side. That's why she'll dominate your ass off on the top side, won't ya? Got you, girl. Welcome, Willow, to the community. Fina is one of my awesome, badass, amazing femdom clients. And she is fire, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. All right, so did we thoroughly answer that? Run, run, run. Fake dom alert. Fake dom alert. Fake dom alert. Always vet. Oh, don't ever play first. Always vet. If you're meeting them online, meet in person before you play. Hopefully, again, references. That's why we need a community of open communication where you can send your friends and the people in your life and refer each other. All right? Uh-oh. We gave Mr. Growls a heart attack. Trying and succeeding so far. You are doing an excellent and amazing job. Excellent and amazing job. So I told you I would give you one more question, and that was it, CPR. Thank you so much. Our resident doctor swoops in. Bless you and thank you, Dr. K. What the fuck is going on outside? Something outside is being really squeaky, whiny, and annoying. And I'm just like, what's happening outside? I'm so distracted right now. Meet somewhere publicly, don't get in a car alone with someone you haven't met yet, etc. Yes, 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 but thank you. You are welcome. It's not you. You're not outside moaning and whining. Good. That's a relief in more than one way. Ronan. And it's back. I swear. I'm going to tell you all in Discord what it is later. We're going to figure this out. I'm going to take Jamie. One of those beetle things. No, it's not a cicada. Cicadas don't make this noise. This is like a meow, but it's not like an animal noise. It's like a squeak of like metal or like a truck door. Or that's why I'm saying kill it with fire. It's something weird. People throw all their safety shit out the window for their kinks because our brains are wired for safety. People throw... Why? Why? I will answer why about that question. People throw the safety thing out the window for their kinks because it becomes their kinks, like I was ranting about the other day. When your kinks, when your fetishes become more important than your partner, something is out of balance, okay? Same thing. Same thing. When you want to experience this fantasy so badly that becomes your goal, that becomes your focus, you're going to make that fucking happen, and you will excuse, and you'll minimize, and you'll justify. That's what happens. That's why it happens. Is we have so many, not just subtypes. I mean, I think it's more prevalent with subtypes. We have so many people that are just so fucking lonely and desperate for validation, desperate for any sort of attention they can get, just desperate for any sort of connection, no matter how toxic, no matter how fast, no matter how mindless, just because we're scared of being alone, or we're scared that we won't do better. Scared that we won't find any better. So dangerous, it breaks your mama heart. It breaks my mama heart too. You have a mom, you have an actual mom. I have a mama bear heart. I would not even try to compare the two. But that's how I see it. Absolutely. That's how I see it. So, welcome. But yeah, it's really twisted. It's really, really twisted. That's why that's why self-control is so powerful. I tweeted this the other day that self-control means no one else controls you. Oh. Self-control means nothing else controls you. Self-control means your fetishes don't control your decisions. Your kinks don't control your decisions. Your moods don't control your decisions. Think about that. Think about how powerful you become the more self-control you have. For that very reason. For that very reason is your kinks won't lead you, you will lead. Okay? No one else can push or manipulate if you have self-control. But if you're so desperate for attention, desperate for validation, then you're just going to accept whatever. Or you're going to pursue something of a lesser value than your own identity. Heading on vacation in a few weeks, ordered your books to read. Ooh, I hope you enjoy them. Volumes 1 through 3. I'm so glad. I have a feeling that you will very much enjoy them. For any of you who have got my books and you did enjoy them, they're good. If you would do me the honor of leaving a great review for me on Amazon, let me know and I will send you a signed copy of one of my books. How's that, patrons? How did I not know you had books? I have published 3 sets of erotica on Amazon. And yes, absolutely, I will send you a signed, kissed, and I'll spritz it with my perfume. How's that? If you will write me an Amazon review and then let me know. The perfume is glorious or my books are glorious? Subby Puddle rushes to Amazon. Yay, booby books. And yes, I spritz my perfume like this and then I rub my boobs on it. So, I mean, come on. It's not quite Belle Delphine's bathwater, but you know. So yes, any of my patrons. Late statement. Yes. So I know that a lot of you have bought my books. You will go, my patrons, leave me a great review. Let me know you did, and I will absolutely send you a book. Signed, kissed, perfumed, little extra love on it. From me to you. Alright? I don't know, the third story in book 1 is something special. What's the title of that story? Ordering them all right now. Well, here's the thing. My erotica, and I'm not just saying this because I'm the author, my erotica is very, very special, very, very different because I was very intentional to go check the books out. I was very intentional to make them non-comparative. You all know how I feel about pornography. It's a destroyer of your psyche, of culture, of relationships. And one of the ways that it's so destructive is it turns the partner inward and starts making them compare against this image, compare against this video, whatever. Fire and ice, all right. So I've seen a lot of the same themes in literature, in adult entertainment, in adult literature, in erotica, where I was getting a lot of comments with ladies that I was working with about how insecure they were feeling about their partners watching porn, things like that. They would be so wrapped up into all of this erotica, very, very explicit with characters, and they would be swooning and drooling over these characters, etc. And I just stopped and I said, ladies, how would you feel? Okay, how would you feel about your partner watching what you're reading? how would you feel? If he was watching what you're reading, would that make you feel good about yourself? Because there's this element of comparison. It brings in a lot of insecurity. So what I've done through my writing is give you a very, very deep, intense, emotional, and erotic experience. But I do not have characters. I do not have character names. Like, I obviously have characters, but I don't have character names, and I never physically describe my characters. Your little weekend getaway, yay! Actually, it's all good. Good. But that, to me, is what sets it apart, is I want to give you an opportunity and a resource to explore and connect with your partner, if you have one. Not this great reading on your own, but if you have a partner, to explore with them where neither of you, none of you, feel compared against the character, like you have to perform in a certain way. So that's what I feel have successfully done with my first 3 volumes of erotica, called Red Room Diaries, volumes 1, 2, and 3, and you can pick those up on Amazon. I have links down in this video's description. I also have a little icon up in my YouTube channel banner where you can get connected. Again, for you patrons that want to go write me a wonderful review, I would be honored, and as my gesture of appreciation and thanks to you, I will send you a signed and kissed and perfumed copy of my latest book. Okay? So now that I had no idea that this was, I'm going to have to talk about my writing more often. And for those of you patrons who don't know, there's more erotica, not only full-length stories, but audio on Patreon. There's like a dozen more on Patreon that you can get even if you're at the $8 tier and up. We've got erotic audios, we've got erotic stories, all on Patreon. So all you have to do is just type in, for when you're searching on Patreon, just type in erotica, and it will pull all that up. Not sure you could cope with that? Well, I think you should try, because my man, my lover, he recorded quite a few of those audios with me. They're pretty juicy and delicious. Can't wait to get your book this Saturday. Wonderful. What book did you order? Well, I certainly hope you enjoy it. And please, I'm very serious. If you would like a free signed copy, just let me know and I'll send one your way. Absolutely. We need to bug her into advertising all her stuff more often. That's why I have you for. I just want to help people and create awesome, life-changing content. I don't want to sell things. 2 doms coming together on an erotic audio. We just need our bot back. Oh, yes, and he was great. There's a couple stories. I wrote them, I recorded them with him, and still, I'm like, whew. The great things sell themselves. I know, but if people don't know about them, then it's a problem, and I know. So yes, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, who just started following me on YouTube for my BDSM education, I am also an erotica author specializing in non-comparative erotica for couples. And you can pick up all of my work on Amazon, Red Room Diaries, Volume 1, 2, and 3. Links are down below in this video's description. Okay, reminder that I run a badass marketing company. I know, and I've already talked about this. I already mentioned it. Like, oh, you do? Well, hook a girl up. Help a girl out. Let's do this, Fina. Buy a book holder. Buy a book holder after you buy my book. A display. Oh, a display. In here, though, well, we have the green screen back here. So I would just have to have it here and just like hold it up once in a while. Plus, I like my crowns. I really like my crowns on Sunday's video. Pardon? That's what I was just about to say. Yeah. Maybe on the set. Well, that's you both just read each other's minds. I used to put books in my other set. We'll just have to play around with it. Mr. B's food is cold? No, my food is cold. He already ate. What name on Amazon? Miss LX. Yes. I'll put sub on scheduler duty so we can set up a meeting. Let's do it. For books. Yes. For books, it's Miss LX. Yes. Search Red Room Diaries, Miss LX. You can also follow the link down below in this YouTube video's description. It should say read my books or read my erotica or my erotica. There's also an Amazon link up in the top of my YouTube channel on that banner. But yes, Miss LX, Red Room Diaries, volumes 1, 2, 3 is great. Well, thank you so much, Mr. and Mrs. Knox. I'm so glad you enjoyed them. If you want me to send you a book, let me know. I'll be happy to. All right, everyone. So, yes, I'm glad that we got this all figured. And, yes, we have more erotica at patreon.com/LXerotica. So, thank you all for helping me spread the word about that. And, yes, I do have plans to publish more. My goal is to give you guys about a collection of about 55 stories. And, yes, they're pretty much all written. It's just a matter of the time to get them formatted and producing the book. Thank you so much, John. There is a link. John is on it with the links. My trusty admin. Leaving for right now, but you'll be back another time. All right, Butterfly. Thank you so much for joining us. I love you so much. John is such a good one. I made him an admin, man. He's on it. Good night. Thank you as always. My pleasure. My pleasure. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for being here with us. And yes, since everyone is winding down, heading out for the evening, we shall do the same. John is best boy. You're so cute. Thank you and enjoy your food. Thank you, Patrick. Good night, Goddess. Had a great time once again. Wonderful. While all of my patrons are peacing out, we're all going to wind down and say goodnight. So much love to you as well, YouTube. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It is always a joy to have you watching. Again, if you'd like to join this wonderful community, chat along, comment, ask questions, just over to patreon.com/LXerotica and you can get connected. And if you want more, join our Discord. Yes, absolutely. Love it, Mr. and Mrs. Knox. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the dad jokes as well. Love and appreciate it. Farewell and adieu. Farewell and adieu. Be well. Stay kinky. Thank you so much, Mr. Growls and dad jokes. Dad jokes. Adios and good night. All right, everyone. I'm going to say the same thing to you, YouTube. Much love to you. Have a wonderful evening. Sweet dreams. Sleep well. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. You are loved. And thank you so much for being here with us tonight. I will see you for the next live Q&A, which is not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. So 2 weeks, we'll be back here on YouTube live for another Q&A. Next Wednesday, we've got my movie night with my patrons. I don't know what movie we're going to watch yet, but it's going to be kinky. It's going to be feisty, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you'd like to join us for that, again, come on over, and we would love to have you. So YouTube, I will see you in a couple weeks. Patrons, I will see you tonight on Discord, tomorrow on Discord, and it was great learning and hanging out with everyone. Yes, take care. Love you all so much. Bye-bye, everyone. Good night.